Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. If you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, happy Cinco de Mayo. I know that we participate here in our household in Cinco de Mayo, so I'll be having me a couple Modelos later. But anyway, guys, it is midweek, and we got some market action and price appreciation on some of your favorite assets. But anyway, guys, I hope that this video finds you guys in good spirits, good health, good energy, and I hope that you guys are doing well wherever you guys are in the globe. So, just want to make sure that we start that off first and foremost. But anyway, guys, we're going to get into the coin market cap because we got a lot of information to cover. We're going to go back over some things that I made a bonehead move yesterday on the video, so we'll correct that, and we're going to get into some other exciting news when it comes to Ripple signing on Rosie Rios, and then we're also going to be talking about regulations for Ripple XRP and how it might have an impact on the crypto space in general, and following up with some more Janet Yellen news. We'll be discussing her a little bit and some of the comments that she's making so that you guys are prepared for what's to come. So anyway, guys, without further ado, Bitcoin's dominance is at 45.6%. Ethereum is at 16.8%, so, relatively lower than yesterday for Ethereum. And again, Bitcoin is giving up some of that market cap dominance, which is good for altcoins or other digital assets. I don't really know how, we could call them altcoins or whatever, but coins are part of an ecosystem, and Bitcoin has its own network. Ethereum has its own network, so on and so forth. So, guys, I wouldn't get caught up too much in regards to that. But anyway, Bitcoin right now is at $57,399.63. Up 6.6% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum is at 34.50. Binance Coin is at 648, sitting at number 3. So again, guys, price appreciation. We see green in the market. Okay, and number 4, guys, is Dogecoin, sitting at 59 cents. I believe it reached all the way up to 69 cents. So again, if you guys are long on Dogecoin like I am, learn to take profits, knowing when to the top is. Last night, I was headed to work, and I knew that as I got to work, there was a significant price increase. And for me, being that a lot of my coins are on my ledger, I had to make a decision. Do I want to, get to the top and take profit at the top, or am I going to just wait around? So again, I was able to cut out early, get home in time to take some profit from the top. So anyway, guys, that's just me. If you did, great. If not, again, it's still a long-term hold for me. And when you have folks that are, out there casually throwing FUD around, what I would like to say is, again, I'm a constitutionalist, so I believe in the Constitution, and I do believe that people get to choose their currency of choice. Whether you think Dogecoin will become a currency or not, that's totally up to you. But I do believe that the people are behind Dogecoin, whether, again, you think Elon Musk is on the good side or the bad side, that's not here nor there. The bottom line is that most folks have did Dogecoin up from where it was to 58 to 69 cents. those folks are reaping the benefits and rewards because they actually ignored a lot of people saying that, a lot of people are going to get wrecked. It's not going to end well. The carpet is going to be pulled from underneath your feet. Well, let me just also say this. If you are a hodler of XRP, which is sitting at number 5 at $1.56, up over 13% in the last 24 hours, you know that they are associated with the Flare network. And if you guys are believers in the Flare network, then I would assume that you would take Dogecoin, Litecoin, Casino Coin, and those type of tokens like Galaxy Games and other Flare network contributions. So at the end of the day, if you don't believe in the Flare network, then you would assume that the Flare network is a scam, getting all of these other coins into their ecosystem. So at the end of the day, look at it from that perspective. I don't believe the Flare network is a scam. I believe that they're building their ecosystem. Okay, utility comes from the people. Okay, and Dogecoin is a people's token. I do believe it will move micropayments like tips, things like that for DoorDash, things of that nature, smaller payments in that infrastructure, in that framework. XRP obviously is going to be designed to move large sums of money. You got Casino Coin. What does Casino Coin say to you? All of the money. Okay, what do you think about Litecoin? Litecoin is faster payments. It runs fast. Okay, you got Galaxy Games. What is Galaxy Games? Galaxy Games is all of the money when it comes to gaming. Okay, you go back to XRP with gaming, you can look up Google Stadia. They have a partnership with Google Stadia. So, I'm not just throwing this stuff around. You could do your own research, but kind of come to your own conclusion. This is never financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, obviously. But, I like to put two and two together and use my brain and get my feelings and emotions out of it, because at the end of the day, no one cares about your feelings or emotions when the market says otherwise. So get on that Dogecoin train before it leaves. That's just my opinion. Cardano is at $1.43. I didn't mean to go on that rant, guys. At number 7, Cardano is, sorry. Polkadot is at number 8, $39.28. And Bitcoin Cash is at $1,273, up 32% over the last 24. And again, speaking of Litecoin, $352.97. So, guys, again, if these prices are blowing your brains away as far as you can't believe it, well, believe it, because at the end of the day, we are in a people's economy, which is the parallel economy to your traditional markets. So at the end of the day, don't be surprised. A lot of people can't believe it because nothing typically normally happens for the everyday person like it is happening when it comes to cryptocurrencies. If you guys are early adopters, obviously you're going to reap more benefit than the person that's coming in now, and then those who are coming in later. So again, do your own due diligence. If you need to barely step in, where you can build tolerance for the market. But again, on this channel, we will go over the market every single day because it has to become a natural instinct to know when the market might go up, when it might go down, when the top is, and things like that. I'm not a technical guy. I just, I'm more visual, and I see what I see, and I'm able to use, what I've seen over the course of time to make decisions on trading. So at the end of the day, guys, that's what you got to do. So you look at the market, pretty flush. You got Ethereum Classic just kicking ass and taking names right there at 46% up. All right. Look, Bitcoin SV, 30%. I hold some of that, ladies and gentlemen. Neo, that's a good one there. IOTA, you name it. Tezos, 18%. Wow, The market is flush, ladies and gentlemen. Get that money. Okay, and remember the dollar cost average if you need to, but don't go chasing green. Don't go chasing this stuff. Now, if you are on it, believe yourself that you got to learn to get out when you need to get out. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's get right into the show today, okay? Because I don't want to go ahead and bore you with all that nonsense. Guys, if you guys are on BitTrue, you guys have Casino Coin. I know that this is a little bit late, but I want to make sure that I toss it out to you guys to make sure you swap out your Casino Coin, which is now moving to the XRPjoe. And this is on casinocoin.org, which will send you to casinocoin.im/swap, which is the token swap information here. So, folks, if you guys have Casino Coin, you want to make sure that you swap that out. There's a due date, which is June 18th, which is coming rather fast. So you want to make sure you take care of that if you guys have Casino Coins. All right. So anyway, the bonehead move that I made yesterday was actually, in fact, there. It was just, I just kind of got confused. SEC says XRP holders are compelling it to bring enforcement actions against them, which I wanted to cover yesterday. This is from Alex Davinia. The SEC is accusing the XRP holders of starting a crusade against the government agency. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is seeking to prevent XRP holders from injecting themselves into the Ripple lawsuit, explaining that it hasn't charged any individual secondary market investors. In its opposition to the motion to intervene, it states that the movants are compelling it to bring an enforcement action against them, which is a decision committed to the agency's discretion. Movants are essentially seeking to compel the SEC to bring an enforcement action against individual secondary market XRP investors. The regulator asks that such private claims are barred by sovereign immunity, an argument that was originally made in this motion to dismiss the investors' failed petition for a writ of mandamus. Furthermore, the SEC asserts that the movants cannot obtain any relief from exchanges that have suspended XRP trading or delisted the token, since they are not a party to the lawsuit. The SEC claims that the movants hasn't brought any new marriage arguments to the table. Instead, they copied the ones that have been already made by Ripple. The investors offer a list of rehashed statements that focus on XRP's regulatory status, its alleged uses, and other issues that are being vigorously litigated by the existing party. And furthermore, the SEC states that the XRP holders are attempting to start a crusade against the government agency to expose its alleged corruption. It is also implying that Attorney John Deaton, who's spearheading the effort, is trying to boost his Twitter clout, I guess. I mean, if that's what you need to do, we all know that the SEC is corrupt, and they are overreaching right now, and they are trying to intimidate and bully not only Ripple, the company, the business, but XRP holders itself. So that's that. Between February 28th and March 14th, 2021, Deaton, noting that he was increasingly popular on Twitter for his efforts, pivoted from a strategy of seeking mandamus to collecting participants in a potential class action lawsuit against the SEC, which probably might be a little bit more formidable when it comes to class action, because sometimes class action lawsuits are effective. So anyway, guys, moving forward, this is coming from Business Wire. Ripple appoints former Treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios, Board of Directors, and names new CFO, Christina Campbell. And Ripple, the leading provider of enterprise blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions for global payments, today announced two new appointments to its leadership team. More importantly, Rosie G. Rios, 43rd Treasurer of the United States, joins the Ripple Board of Directors, and Christina Campbell joins as Chief Financial Officer. These two exceptional leaders join Ripple at a pivotal time for the company, said Brad Garlinghouse, who is the CEO of Ripple. Rosie's experience in the public and private sectors provides an invaluable perspective to Ripple, especially during this time as the industry works to define crypto's future, as well as adding Christina's extensive knowledge and success building teams and processes. The rapid accelerating businesses was a no-brainer, and we are extremely fortunate to have them on our team as we continue our rapid international growth and to champion for regulatory clarity in the United States. So you guys can read the rest of the article. But one thing I wanted to point out was this quote from Rosie. I've dedicated my career to financial inclusion and empowerment, which requires bringing new and innovative solutions to the dead processes. Ripple is one of the best examples of how to use cryptocurrency in a substantive and legitimate role to facilitate payments globally, said Rios. Blockchain and digital assets will underpin our future global financial systems. Cryptocurrency is the what. Ripple is the how. So guys, you guys can believe whatever you want, but I do know that XRP is the one. So right now, don't get distracted with all of the other movement when it comes to other digital assets. Again, sometimes what I like to do is take some of the flow that is going up in other assets and put that flow back into some of my foundational assets like XRP, like XLM, like Casino Coin, Pack Global, things like that. So you guys can go understand where I'm going with this. So Rosie, as you know, she is the person that is the treasurer of the United States. Rosa signed the $100 bill. Just so you guys know who we got on the Ripple team. And, you know, from my estimation, it's starting to make sense to me that the remaining escrow might be going to the Treasury Department. I don't know. I might just be overreaching myself, but, you know, it's good to speculate. And this is the $100 bill, guys. And as you can see, there's this blue stripe. And then on this side, you have, you know, the signatures and everything with Rosie's name. And this side here, you can see it's the Federal Reserve note. And that means that is, you know, from the Federal Reserve. And this side, in my opinion, is, you know, something that will allow you to kind of like lead into your thoughts when it comes to this little gold bell, and this side being primarily gold in this nature. This is, to me, this is a treasury note. Side of the treasury note. This is a federal note. This is a treasury note, this side here. And there's a difference because this is a segue to the gold standard or some sort of gold backing of some sort. And as we've talked about on this channel, that number 1776 there. We've discussed that on multiple occasions. So you guys can, you know, look into it and see what you think. If you guys have any comments or any ideas that you want to toss my way, go ahead and leave them in the comment box. I'm always open to getting back to you. And I'm always open to hearing new information as well as new ideas. So don't hesitate to let me know what you think about anything. I'm open. Okay. And then nextly, we will talk about Bitcoin. This is coming from Bitcoin Highlight. The Ripple case is seen as a precedent for cryptocurrency regulation. This was written on May 4th, which was yesterday. Unfair delay can be a persuasive argument. Linda Jing, an adjunct professor at Georgetown Law and former SEC lawyer, said in an interview, as a former regulator, I am disappointed to see the SEC wait so many years after the introduction of a product to launch an enforcement action, said Jing, who is also global head of policy at fintech startup Transparent. Regulators should always apply their power thoughtfully and proportionally, and it should be predictable, Jing said. When the agency waits this long to pursue an action, it makes them look arbitrary and chips away their credibility, she said. Hinkers also found Ripple's argument to be very sympathetic and said the agency's delay and different classification of other coins undermines the government's position that Ripple executives should have known XRP had to be registered as a security and recklessly disregarded the obligation. Still, he cautioned that doesn't mean the agency lacks authority to bring the case. The SEC has broad enforcement discretion, and it appears to be filled within the statute of limitation, Hinkie said. So, guys, again, we'll see what happens. We got some information coming out tomorrow with the Sunshine Act meeting. We'll be covering that here on the channel. But again, XRP, Ripple are front and center when it comes to regulatory clarity, because I know that once clarity hits for XRP, then we'll have the way we need to move forward set and ready to roll for other cryptocurrencies and digital assets. Do I think some of them might go away? A couple, not all, but some. We'll see what happens. I think they'll tighten some things up. But again, it's hard to regulate decentralization, and that's kind of where we need to keep it, is decentralized without government overreach and oversight. Because I'll be getting into what this means here. Again, we're covering Janet Yellen on this channel. Fed may need to hike rates to prevent overheating, Janet Yellen said. This was May 4th, which was yesterday. And this is coming from the Washington Examiner. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Tuesday the Federal Reserve may need to raise interest rate to prevent the economy from overheating, which is a notion that the central bank has resisted. Now, listen. One's going to say, no, we're not wanting interest rates hikes. Yes, they do. Okay, because that's how they bring down the economy. Yellen's concession comes after President. Oops. Let me read that. Let me start over. Yellen's concession comes as Joe Biden administration has been pumping money into the economy as part of an aggressive fiscal policy intended to pull the United States out of a pandemic-induced slump. Some economists have feared that this spending, coupled with the Fed's ultra-low rates, could cause too high inflation. Inflation comes when you up the rates, okay? When you up the rates, you pay more. When you up the rates, their dollar becomes weaker, okay? When you have zero interest rates, guess what? Everything is on a level playing field. There's no interest to be returned or repaid. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is, again, foolery that this person is putting out. It is another way to progress their, their money laundering schemes, their own personal Ponzi schemes, things like that. So this is what the ultra spending is. And then this is what the policy is intended to do, which is trying to pull the United States out of a pandemic, I guess. If they didn't realize that in the beginning of all of this, the Dow dipped to 19,000 points, then came roaring back to 29,000, 30,000 points before this person came into office. Okay, it's now sitting at what, 33,000? Some odd points. So you do the math and you tell me what the problem is. So you guys could finish reading some of this article. I don't want to get too much in it because I only like to put so much stuff in my brain that I can't tolerate, because it's frustrating that they'll say these things and then go on to say some stuff with cryptocurrency. Again, Janet Yellen hints at new regulatory structure for cryptocurrency, digital asset, and ledger insights. And this is coming from OT CPM 24 business update. And again, this corrupt individual has something to say always about regulations and structure when it comes to that. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen acknowledged that the U.S. doesn't have a framework to regulate cryptocurrencies adequately, talking at the Wall Street Journal CEO Council Summit. Her comments may point to either a new agency or a interagency collaboration on the topic. I think for cryptocurrencies, we don't really have an adequate framework to deal with the different issues that they pose from a regulatory perspective, said Yellen. There are issues around money laundering, Bank Secrecy Act, use of digital currencies for illicit payments, consumer protections, and the like. As we know, folks, money laundering can be done in cash. It can be done any type of way. But when it comes to digital assets and cryptocurrencies, we already have, the KYC. We also have, the AML. We have all of that in place. So this is bullshit. Excuse my language. This is bullshit. When you know that cash can be laundered easily. Okay, let's just think about it. Let's just think about all of the cash payment type places. We got marijuana dispensaries. We got churches. We got different places that accept cash. We got bartenders and things like that that accept cash. So you mean to tell me that those businesses that do these type of things are not money laundering themselves? I'm almost willing to say that they do. So we need to find a different way to do that. All right. And illicit payments, everything is on the blockchain. All right. And they're not here to protect you as a consumer. All right. Because if that was the case, then they would have already done what they needed to do. It's also notable that it's now May, and Biden has not yet put forward his pick to head the OCC, which is the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Early leading candidate includes former Ripple advisor Michael Barr, which is also good news. So if that's the case, then, we're starting to move into these agencies. It's called infiltration from within, in my opinion. All right, it remains to be seen whether there might be some cross-regulatory task force or formalization and coordination that has already been taking place between the SEC and the OCC, which is the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, would also need to participate. Regulators already coordinate, so this article says that they need to do this. Yellen says that they need to coordinate with these people, come up with a framework, but the article already says that it's already been done. When former controller of the currency Brian Brooks gave the go-ahead for banks to hold stablecoin reserves, he first collaborated with the SEC. That's because some stablecoins might be classified as securities. Hence, stablecoin issuers should contact the SEC FinHUD staff to see if their stablecoin might qualify for a no-action letter. In October last year, the Chamber of Digital Commerce held a panel with the SEC Chair Jay Clayton and Brooks in which they discussed this topic. Blockchain and cryptocurrency creates convergence across several industries where numerous regulators might overlap. The moderator asked, when regulators band together and have a united voice, who drives? Clayton's response was that it depends on the functionality, and for stablecoins it makes sense for the OCC to drive it. If it's tokenization of ETFs, it makes sense for the SEC. But he went on to say, what we don't like is when someone says, the function is payments, so you really got to look past the securities law stuff. I can't do that. I wouldn't be doing my job, Clayton continued. Don't pretend that it's a payment system when it's actually a financing vehicle. So basically, we know what Jay Clayton did. All right. So we just going to ignore that clown. At the end of the day, I'm kind of undecided about Jay Clayton. But when he says stuff like that, don't pretend that it's a payment system. Well, XRP Ripple, it is a payment infrastructure, a vehicle to facilitate payment, faster payments. When asked whether the fragmented U.S. regulatory system puts the U.S. at a disadvantage, Brooks responded, the U.S. system may be fragmented in the sense that we have more regulators dealing with finance than some other countries do, but you'd be surprised how closely coordinated we all are. He pointed to the Financial Stability Oversight Council, which is the FSOC, and the Working Group on Financial Markets. Perhaps there might be a new digital assets working group. So, ladies and gentlemen, you come to your own conclusion, do your own due diligence. When it comes to overreach regulatory clarity, we hope that that is not the case, because it will stifle the industry. It will put us back tremendously. But at the end of the day, I don't think that we'll have too much overreach when it comes to the clarity that we're looking for, because you got Gary Gensler, who is very knowledgeable of cryptocurrency, so I do have to give him the benefit of the doubt. And all these other folks that are chiming in, we know that their corruption reeks. So this person right here, she's corrupt. That is just the bottom line. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys got a lot of information out of it. I hope I didn't go off on a tangent too much, but I do want to hit on certain pieces so that we can kind of get to the point where we get out of our own way and not let other individuals influence our decisions, our gut feelings, our instincts, that prevent us from capitalizing on opportunity when it comes to building your personal wealth. Okay, you have your way of doing things, and you should do them the way you do them, because you know what makes you successful. You know what makes you grow. It's just like with me. I know what makes me go. I know what makes me good. I know what I'm good at, so I narrow it down, and I think that you should do the same. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great hump day. Again, always try to find time to do some research, to put some more knowledge in your brain, put some more wisdom in your character, so you can do the best you can do every single day. God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.